Hey, my name is Steve Swett, and I'm the pastor of Emmanuel Fellowship in Omaha, Nebraska. And I just want to tell you a little bit about our experience working with Church Growth Services to do our recent capital campaign. We started this project knowing that our building was a little out of balance and dated in some places. Our place for relationships to be developed in our church was needing attention. So we said we wanted a church where people could have an authentic relationship with God and an authentic relationship with people. We were set up for people to walk in the door and hear a service, and then there wasn't really any place in our building that made it seem as though we cared for people to have relationships. And as we worked with Church Growth Services to address the needs of our building and to try to raise the funds and figure out what we could do with that, we found them to be a tremendous asset to us. They started off by doing some kind of demographic study to just get a ballpark figure for us to give us just something to consider. And then as we agreed to work more with them, we found them to be really helpful. We had a few things come up throughout our campaign that made us think, oh, should we go this way? Should we go this way? Should we change this? And what we found was that Mike had a ton of experience, and the church growth services was a great benefit to us because we weren't kind of flying by the seat of our pants, making it up as we went along, but we could rely a lot on their experience, and they coached us throughout. I really appreciated that they had a plan for the whole experience, and it felt like they knew our people. Um, the other thing that I appreciated about working with Church Growth Services was our context. I would say our people are pretty conservative financially, but also generous. And so for us specifically, they were really able to help us in understanding the kind of willingness, I would say, for our people to consider any debt. Um, and they gave us really good insight on that. As we went throughout the campaign, some of the first feedback that we got from our people was there was a couple parts that were just really not clear. This is my first time trying to communicate a campaign and the vision for it. And in doing that, there was a couple of parts that I didn't make clear. And I didn't know I didn't make those clear, but Church Growth Services really helped us to say, hey, here's your level of support for the campaign right now. But if you can address this and this, your support will be where you need it to be. And so without that, we would not have had a successful campaign. If I had tried to do it on my own, it just wouldn't have worked. Going into the campaign, I felt really nervous, and I think that kind of came through in the early part of it. But as time went along and we had more and more good conversations within our church, and more good conversations with Church Growth Services, it really helped us. And I became more and more confident in what God was leading us to do. And so it really was for me a spiritual journey, learning to trust the Lord and to walk by faith. And I would say the same thing for our people too, in helping them to connect their finances to the mission of God and in our local church and the part that they can play in that. So we really benefited from their experience and also from them understanding our people and being able to kind of coach us through our people's support for the campaign and how they felt about debt and their buy-in for the vision we were pursuing and steps we could take along the way. I also really appreciated the prayer campaign that was laid out for us that we were able to walk through. I really appreciated how Mike helped us to build a team from within our church. We saw a really good response from the people that participated on a team, and that really helped us as well. So what I would say to a pastor that's considering it is you should at least take a phone call. You should at least set up a call with Church Growth Services, and then you can make a decision from there. We found them to be really helpful now that we're mostly through our campaign. And I would look forward to working with Church Growth Services for the next one. And Lord willing, there will be another one for us. It's been a great experience, and I'm grateful for where we're at, and we would not be where we're at today if it wasn't for the coaching and experience that we got along the way from them. So that's my recommendation based on the experience that we have. And I'm excited for you that you're even watching a video like this because of what it means for the ministry that you're a part of, and hopeful that there will be great days ahead for you, and that God will use your ministry in an amazing way for his kingdom.